Troy story is real short and sweet. Brent and I called him up at the end of the day. He's like, wow. He said, you know what? I don't have $40,000 or $50,000 just to spend in Bitcoin. I'd like to buy 40 or 50 of them. But he said, when you guys talk to me about leveraging $100 and being able to accumulate 40, 50, 80 a month, he said, that's pretty powerful. And guys, that's what we do. We've got a platform here that's member to member, peer to peer. When any donation is made or any purchase is ever made, period, with Bitcoin, it goes back and forth from person to person. You don't send it to a company here. You send it to an individual. If somebody invited you to this call and you say, wow, I just can't believe this. It just sounds too good to be true, but I really want to do it. What happens is you purchase 10% of a Bitcoin. The steps are pretty simple. Actually, what we encourage people to do when they get started with us is go set up a brand new Gmail account and get it so you can have just your emails come into that Gmail account just for your Bitcoin funding team. And the reason why is you don't want to get it mixed up with spam or other different types of email that may be coming in and out. The second thing you do is you go to Coinbase.com and you set up a free Coinbase account. And this is someplace that you'll keep your Bitcoin. This is also where you can make your initial purchase. We encourage people to purchase around $130 or so. What this will do is it'll be enough for you to get started over here with Bitcoin Funding Team, and it'll also leave you an extra $10 in there so you can make the purchase of your Visa online card. It'll be sent in the mail to you. That way you have access to your account. Because everybody wants to find out how they can use their Bitcoin when they get it. But guys, what we encourage you to do is use just a little bit of it, because at the end of the day, you want to save as much as you can. With Bitcoin going up in value the way it is, every single day, whatever you have in your account is worth more than it was yesterday for the most part. For the last 2 weeks, it's gone up $200. Since Brent and I got involved on the 23rd of December, it's gone up $400. That's pretty powerful. That's a pretty good indicator that this is going to be a year that it really does go between $3,000 and $10,000 per Bitcoin. Well, let's talk about how you can use it. Now we've talked about how you can set up your account. When you purchase this $100 worth of Bitcoin or so, and guys, we're going to use round figures here because it's easier to understand. We're going to say 100 instead of saying 10% of a Bitcoin, which right now is about $120. When you get started, you're going to make your donation of $100 to the person that invited you or the person that you fall below in our 2x5 platform. You see, everybody has a 2x5 platform that starts. And what the 2x5 platform simply means is you have two people below you. They have two people each below them, which goes to 4. They have two people each below them, which goes to 8. Then it goes to 16 and 32. So you have 5 steps there, and each of these steps double by the power of 2. And the power of 2 is so strong that when you understand it, it's one of those like the old penny double. Would you work for me for $5,000 a week for a month? Or would you work for me for a penny a day and double it? You do the math, that's over $10 million. And guys, that's the way the simplicity of our platform 2x5 is. We say 248 duplicate. You introduce 2 people, that introduce 2 people, that introduce 2 people. And here's the way it works. You've already made your donation, so when the 2 people come in below you, they're each going to donate that $100 to you. So you started off with $100 out of pocket, now you get $200 back in pocket. But here's the way our platform works. When you receive 2 donations from each level, it's time for you to upgrade to the next level and make another donation. Our computer software tells us the person to donate to, and it also tells us the person that we receive donations from. So it's pretty powerful that we can follow this step-by-step system that's outlined for us in our software. All right, so the first donations that you receive, you're going to turn around and donate so you can upgrade to level 2. All right, the second level has 4 people, and these 4 people are qualified to donate to you. You're going to receive 4 donations for $200 each. Now, if you remember, I said you take the first 2 and donate. Well, that leaves 2 for you personally. You've got 2 donations, $200 each, sitting in your Bitcoin account. You're upgraded for level 3. Now, when level 3 comes along, you have 8 people. When 8 people make you a donation on this level, you're going to receive $400 each. That's $3,200. Well, again, we said you take the first 2 and donate, and you keep the other 6 on this one. Guys, if you do the math right there, you've just put over $3,200 in your pocket in Bitcoin that's sitting right there in your Bitcoin wallet, and you still have the funds left to upgrade to the next level. That's the reason that we say 248 duplicate is so powerful. We know that you can keep up with your 2 people, and we know that you can call and help them introduce 2 people, and the same thing on the 3rd level. In this 248 example, that's 14 people that you only personally introduced 2 of them. You know what? We have people on the team that have introduced 10, 15, 20, 30. And the reason why is because they want to tell their friends about it so they can cash in on the Bitcoin mania craze. And that's what it really is, guys. Bitcoin mania is a craze because people see what's taking place all around the globe with it. Well, let's talk about where the bigger Bitcoin comes from. We still have 2 more levels here. We just talked about you putting about 3,200 in your pocket. Okay, on level 4, this is the row of 16. Guys, on this level, when you have a row of 16 people that are qualified, you receive a full Bitcoin, which, again, we're going to round numbers, $16,000 in your pocket. Pretty strong, isn't it? You donate the first 2 away, you keep $14,000. All right, the row of 5, that's 32 people. This row is where you're going to receive 2 Bitcoin from every qualified member on this row. Do the math on that one, guys. $64,000. That's pretty powerful. If you did the math on all of these together, you're donating about 4 Bitcoin in a month, and you're going to receive 84 Bitcoin in a month. Is it going to happen overnight? No. Don't even think that. We tell people this is a 90-day blitz. You run with us for 90 days. You talk to 2 people. You help them talk to 2 people. You know what? You build your 248. You see that it really does work. Then you can go out and start telling all the people that you want to because you see, wow, this really does work. And you want to expose your personal friends so they can cash in on the Bitcoin craze too. Brent and myself always say we build belly to belly. We pick the phone up and we call people. Who do you want to do business with? Somebody you know or somebody you don't know? We want to do business with people that we know. It's more fun that way. You know what? When we go on vacations, when we go on trips, we meet at hotels or the beaches, we're with people that we know and we have a good time. And we get to share those good times. So make sure to make a list of your most important friends in life, the people that are the most outgoing especially, because those are the people you want to build your 248 with. And guys, you can take 2017 and have that as a memory in your book of life that you can look back on and say, that's the year that changed my life. You know, there's a lot of people in life that have never made $10,000 in a month. And there's a lot more people that have never made $40 or $50 or $60 or $70,000 in a month. We're here to tell you we've done it, and we wouldn't be on this phone call if we didn't think it was possible. So pay attention to what we said tonight and do some homework if you need to. If you don't need to do any homework, take the steps that we talked about just a minute ago and join our team because Bitcoin is something that can change your life. Brent, back to you, brother.
All right, you know, guys, what I'd like to do, I'd like to bring a friend of ours down out of Florida, Vicki Roche. Vicki's a school teacher, and Vicki has just in the last few weeks just put together an unbelievable team over here, and she's a great leader. She's worked with Scott and I in the past. But I'd like to bring Vicki on here and just, Vicki, share with everybody, you know, just why you're so excited about the opportunity over here with the Bitcoin funding team.
Sure, and I just want to thank you and Scott for sharing this back in a few months ago about Bitcoin, just reminding me actually because like some of you guys back in 2010, I had this chance to buy it for 10 cents and I did not either. And I wasn't going to miss it this time. So I'm excited. Been teaching for 30 years. I teach math and business, so numbers really get me excited. And so I will be retiring in May, and this is just perfect timing. Our team is growing in the last, week, 8 days or so to 40 already. And it's accumulated 1.4 Bitcoins. And I'm just so excited to help everybody because that's the best part, that once you get going, you can help your causes and then you help everybody else with their cause. And personally, my family has a charity for Golfing for Cancer we've been doing for 20 years up in Wisconsin since my dad died of cancer. And I'm just so excited now to be able to help our foundation and raise even more money. We've raised about $1 million in 20 years for the Vince Lombardi Cancer Hospital there in Delavan, Wisconsin. So I'm just so excited. Thank you for the opportunity, and we just want to take this to the top and accumulate those Bitcoins.
All right, Vicki, great job. And I tell you what, this is going to be a great retirement for you. I didn't realize you're retiring here coming up in May. How exciting is that going to be to step right in over here with Bitcoin funding team? And guys, you know, you heard Scott say, we love to build belly to belly, face to face. You know, we know a lot of people out there that are great on the internet, that can internet market, and, you know, and we're glad to have them on our team. But Scott, myself, through the years, we've built 3 different companies, over 50,000 plus, a couple over 100,000 plus, just doing it the old-fashioned way. And, you know, we put a system together. And the simple system is, we call it the 3 steps to success. Ask the question, what if I could show you a way to take a $100 bill and turn it into $50, $60, $70, $80,000 month after month? Would you listen? Become a good inviter. Invite them to these calls. We're doing 12 times a week, Monday through Friday, 12 and 9 p.m. Eastern time. Every Saturday at noon is our training call. And then our big Super Sunday call, our grand finale call of the week, is every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Hopefully last night everybody got to hear that awesome call with Thomas DeLuca, Eric Pinkston, and the Walking Encyclopedia, Mr. Michael Alexander. That right there was a great call. If you haven't listened to that call, we have a Facebook page that we set up. It's called Bitcoin Funding Team Global Leaders. This is our Facebook page. It's a closed group, so you have to go over there. Bitcoin Funding Team Global Leaders, and hit the join button. We'll pull you in. We put up all the conference calls. There's videos over there. We have people sharing things they're finding on the internet. You know, everybody's welcoming their new prospects in to the page. And it's just a great group of leaders over there having a lot of fun. But ask the question, invite them to the calls, and then do a 3-way call with your upline. It's that simple. Ask the question, invite them to the call, do a 3-way call with your upline. And that's, you know, through the years, that's all we used. Once we started believing in a company, and believing in a company means they've got to have the 3 Ps. They've got to have a powerful product, which we have the most powerful product on the planet today, Bitcoin. The people behind the business, which is Thomas DeLuca, all of us, which is unbelievable leadership. And then you better have a powerful pay plan. We have an amazing pay plan. We have an amazing product, and we have amazing people over here with Bitcoin Funding Team. It's a recipe over here for success. And when you hear Scott talk about 248 duplicate, you plug the 3 steps to success in, accompanied with the 3 Ps. Give us 90 days, and we're going to put 84 Bitcoin in everybody's pockets month after month after month. And that's why Scott and I are doing these calls. We're just educating people. You know, we're educating everybody out there. We found something here. We need to share it with every single person you've ever come in contact with. I like saying, make a list of your top 10 first. Start out with your first top 10. Don't, not cat and dog and Uncle Bill and Aunt Sandy and Grandpa and Grandma and the kids. Make a list of your top 10 people, biggest players, and go out and ask the question. Invite them to the call. Do a 3-way call with your upline. And just start one at a time. You'll cross them off. In. And then what they're going to do? They're going to do what they were just taught. Get them on the calls. Do 3 ways. Ask the question, get them on the calls. Do 3 ways over and over and over and over. So it's a simple system, guys, over here. We're excited. We're fired up. It's been an incredible day. We're going to probably be up for another 4 or 5 hours, Scott. I'm sure of it. Tonight, things are popping. Like I always say, the oil is getting hot and the corn's starting to pop. You know, and back in the day, your mom would, you pop the popcorn and it would start popping. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 and all of a sudden it just goes crazy. Well, the corn's popping right now. The oil's hot. The corn's popping. But all I'm going to say is you haven't seen nothing yet, because in the next couple of weeks is when some amazing things are going to start happening over here, guys. So once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Your conference